Tell me what nostalgic millennial show you're putting on for background noise and I'll read you to filth. You need constant emotional chaos playing in the background because silence will make you have to confront that your own life lacks the dramatic stakes that would make your suffering actually meaningful. And people making catastrophically bad decisions while being rewarded with epic love stories validates your belief that dysfunction is in fact passion. Actually, one more thing. 20 seasons of unresolved trauma makes your inability to move forward feel like a narrative choice rather than stagnation, and you need their constant processing of feelings through dramatic monologues because you've lost the ability to identify emotions without someone spelling them out. Oh, honey, you require a constant stream of worst-case scenarios because your anxiety needs external validation that the world really is as dangerous as you feel it is. The profiling aspect makes your tendency to analyze everyone's behavior feel like a skill rather than a trauma response, and the team's codependent trauma bonding reinforces your belief that real intimacy only comes from shared darkness. You need emotional situations filtered through scientific distance because raw feelings without intellectual buffers would overwhelm your nervous system. The partnership between logic and emotion represents the internal war you're constantly fighting between feeling and thinking, and you're comforted by remains being identified because you have a deep need for things to be known and named. Also, you're drawn to characters who can't read social cues because it paints your disconnection as quirky intelligence rather than emotional damage. You need a brilliant protagonist because it validates your secret belief that your inability to connect with others is actually intellectual superiority. And the medical mystery format appeals to you because you really want to believe every problem has a diagnosable cause that explains the suffering. And it's really soothing watching someone be consistently cruel yet indispensable because it fuels your fantasy that you don't need to be likable if you're necessary. And his pain management mirrors your own coping mechanisms that you've gaslit yourself into believing are functional, and watching someone solve unsolvable cases while destroying themselves feels like an autobiography. You're subconsciously into patriarchal authority figures who are gruff but caring because you're still seeking that parental protection you never received. The military structure provides the clear hierarchy and rules your chaotic life lacks, making you feel safe through proxy organization. You're comforted by their found family dynamic because it's stable in a way your actual relationships aren't, and characters who suppress emotion through work validates your workaholic coping strategy is noble rather than avoidant.